Good Friday evening, everyone, and it is a beautiful day weather-wise. 32 degrees. Couldn't ask for much better conditions than what we've been seeing, but it's still cold, and we're going to see some wintry weather over the next few days. I'll have that complete weather forecast for you here in just a little bit. Unfortunately, it includes a stack of about 3 papers explaining the conditions over the weekend. I'll get to that for you here in just a few minutes. I'm Katie Clevenger, and I'm sitting in for Ritt today, who is out and about having fun, I bet. But everybody needs a break every once in a while, and hopefully he'll come back soon. But I do enjoy being here with you all. Going to start things off in Rowan County, Kentucky. Yesterday, around 9:36 a.m., State Police Post 8 detectives received a call in reference to an indoor marijuana grow and the sale of marijuana at 2135 Christie Creek in Rowan County. Kentucky State Police detectives responded to the scene and made contact with the tenant. Detectives obtained consent to search the residence from the tenant, and during the search, a total of 61 suspected marijuana plants, currency, and drug paraphernalia was located and seized. This incident remains under investigation by Detective Chad Bowling. A Johnson County man has alerted Johnson County Sheriff Price about a Facebook scam. The scam comes up as a message saying that the person has won a $500 Walmart gift card. It is said that the scam lures you in with the promise of this gift card and for a small shipping and handling fee. This is when all the trouble starts. The scammers obtain the shipping information and payment information and then can wreak havoc on a person's bank account. The best thing to keep in mind is one of those old sayings that we should all live by. If it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. A father is charged with the death of his 2-year-old daughter, and he will spend the next 7 years in prison. This out of Catlettsburg, Kentucky. In June 2012, John T. Elliott Jr., age 31 of Catlettsburg, was arrested and charged with second-degree manslaughter in the death of his daughter, Summer Adkins. Adkins died in March of 2012, and an autopsy report called Summer's death a homicide by compression. Earlier this month, during a plea hearing, Elliott admitted he suffocated his daughter to make her stop crying. Today, he was sentenced. And this is out of Mountsville, West Virginia. For the first time in its 18-year history, the mock prison riot in Mountsville will feature drones flying overhead. The training exercise and corrections trade show is set for May 4th through the 7th at the decommissioned West Virginia Penitentiary. Drone Shield, a Virginia-based company, will deploy drones and demonstrate a small electronic device it makes to detect them. Major Ronnie Williams of West Virginia's Division of Corrections says in a news release that criminals and their cohorts are increasingly using drones to drop contraband like tobacco and drugs and cell phones into prisons. He says the potential use of miniature unmanned aircraft to smuggle weapons into the prisons is a serious and growing threat that has not been adequately addressed. This out of Frankfort, Kentucky. Domestic violence victims could apply for an expedited permit to carry a concealed gun under a bill the Kentucky House approved today by a 79-13 vote. House Bill 351 would allow the state to quickly issue concealed carry permits for 45 days to people who have received a court protective order in abuse cases. The bill's sponsor, Representative Gerald Watkins, Democrat from Paducah, said abuse victims need a chance to protect themselves. Several Louisville lawmakers spoke against the bill, arguing that it's unwise to add a gun to a situation as volatile as an abusive relationship. There's no reason to believe the victims carrying the guns would be trained in how to shoot, and the state could be setting some victims up for homicide prosecutions. To obtain a concealed carry permit by traditional means, applicants must prove they've attended firearm safety courses and participated in equivalency of military training. The bill proceeds to the Senate, and the Senate Judiciary Committee approved a similar bill, SB 106, on Thursday. We'll be right back after this.
Attention candidates, for whatever you want to get your name and message on, shirts, caps, pins, matches, cozies, and more, call Avavian Deaton, and she can tell you about her campaign special. That's 72 caps and 24 t-shirts delivered to your door for a limited time low price of just $3.99. Call Avavian, 349-3835. Always the best selection of hand-picked, quality, pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, all with the service, prices, and financing aimed at making sure you drive off with the deal and vehicle you've been looking for. Premier Motors in Paintsville, 297-4121. The New Year's sales event rolls on at Conley's with 3.99% and up to $1,000 in rebates on new Polarises. Kawasaki's got 3.95% or save up to $1,500 in cash. And just in, Polaris Power digital inverter generators, ultra quiet and ultra affordable at Conley's, Kawasaki, and Polaris of Paintsville. If you're thinking it feels like spring is never going to get here, then stop in the seasonal shop in Sagersville where it's already sprung. They've got all the colors, styles, and all the collections of the season just bursting from home decor and dishware and table settings and so much more. Plus monogrammed and the most colorful of ways to say welcome. All this and so much more at Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop, just down from the drugstore and the Radio Shack.
And during this portion of yesterday's show, I don't know if it was my personal error or if I'm just so rusty that I just completely messed up, but I had some stories, some great ones, and unfortunately they weren't heard because, like I said, I just totally messed things up. But right now we're going to get to these stories. This one out of Van Lear, Kentucky. Kentucky State Police say they busted an elaborate indoor operation in Johnson County. Troopers say that they seized 155 marijuana plants in a bust in Van Lear yesterday. Larry D. Conley, age 48, of Van Lear, was arrested and charged with cultivation and trafficking in marijuana. The marijuana plants have an approximate street value of more than $300,000. Conley was taken to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. In a separate investigation, troopers seized 75 marijuana plants with an approximate street value of $150,000 on South Mayo Trail in Pike County. One person was arrested, but their names have not been released. And Sheriff Carson Montgomery had this story to tell yesterday about a stolen piece of jewelry. It was stolen from the castle in Pike County, but ended up being sold here in Magoffin County.
And this big ring is the piece of jewelry in question. Tips led Matthew Watson and Carson Montgomery to seize the evidence that, like I said a few seconds ago, was stolen from the castle in Pikeville and later sold to a person here in Magoffin County. There are arrests pending, and as of yesterday, this piece of jewelry was being turned over to the Pikeville City Police where the incident occurred. Now, this 2-carat Kentucky cluster, I don't know if you can see the price there on the price tag, was valued at almost $4,000.
And two Magoffin County High School hostess students, Savannah Carty and Caitlin Minix, recently presented a Just Be You lesson to the Harold Whitaker Middle School students.
And here are the young ladies, Savannah Carty and Caitlin Minix, and their lesson was all about body image. These hostess students will be competing in the health education category in Louisville coming up March the 13th through the 15th. Other students will also be competing. They're Josh Poe, Cody Mullins, Mark Campbell, and Corey Pitts. They'll be competing in the HOSA Bowl team, along with Kia Bolin, who will be competing in the health poster contest. Good luck to those fine high schoolers there, and we'll be right back after a word from some of our sponsors.
Have you ever noticed how many insurance commercials and advertisements are on television nowadays? You can't watch your favorite program without seeing a little pig or green lizard trying to sell you insurance and get your money for their premiums. But let me ask you this. If you have been in a serious wreck, do you really think that you are in good hands of the insurance companies when you have lost wages, medical bills, and pain and suffering from your head to your toes? The answer is no. If you want to truly be in good hands, give me a call. I'm attorney Donald Wayne McFarland. Let me put my 20 years of experience in working to protect the rights of injured people to work for you. 349-9000.
This year, W2 means we double. Hutch Chevrolet Buick GMC will double your tax return up to $1,000. With more, here's Earl Justice.
Find 200 of our most popular vehicles with payments starting at just $149 a month with zero down, plus all sales decision in 15 minutes or less, or I'll give you the vehicle.
This double your tax return event ends in 2 weeks at Hutch Chevrolet Buick GMC in Batesville, Kentucky. Isn't it time to buy Hutch?
Hi, I'm Rodney Minix, born and raised in McGoffin County. I wish to see my family and theirs one day grow old in a place I so love. But to live here and be safe, we need to put honor, experience, and confidence in the Sheriff's Department. A graduate of the Department of Criminal Justice Academy, I have 7 years of dedicated service to McGoffin and Johnson counties. And with your support, I would like to take that leadership straight to those responsible for selling drugs and stealing from our homes. Please vote Rodney Minix, Republican candidate for Sheriff of McGoffin County. Thank you.
Check out our daily specials that get even better after 4 p.m. only at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Saturday's the day we like it a little hot and spicy with our 20-piece box of wings, only $6.99, or only $5.99 after 4 p.m. Or you can make it a hot and spicy meal deal with 10 wings, your choice of 2 homemade sides and a biscuit for just $4.69 or $3.99 after 4 o'clock. Only at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. And Sunday's a day unlike any other day at Lee's with our Sunday special. That's right, chicken and dumplings and cobbler for just $4.49. $3.99 at 4 o'clock. Only at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe.
And before we get to our calendar announcements, we do have 2 very special birthdays to pass along to you. Happy birthday today, happy 17th birthday today to Miracle Fletcher. Also, a big happy birthday to Miss Jewel Lovely from her daughters Sherry, Pam, Tootie, and Bessie, family and friends. And Jewel is not only a very special person to me, but she's been a wonderful neighbor my entire life. So happy birthday, Miss Jewel. And happy birthday to both of you all from everyone here at Your News Today. And we'll now take a look at your local community calendar announcements. It's brought to you by the McGoffin County Farm Bureau. Call Doug Green at 349-2416. The Kearney Free Will Baptist Church will be having their picking and grinning tomorrow, March the 1st at 7 p.m. Everyone is invited to attend. Tones of Faith will be singing at the Community Free Will Baptist Church 2 miles east of town on Sunday, March the 2nd. Pastor James M. Caudill welcomes all. The MCHS class of 1984 will be meeting March the 2nd at 4 p.m. and they'll be meeting at the Sayersville Subway. they're going to be planning out their class reunion, so make sure you get out to that if you are a part of the class of 1984, and the reunion has been set for July 19th. Also, for tomorrow, youth baseball and softball signups will be held at Syersville City Hall from noon to 2 p.m. Food distribution boxes from the Bread of Life outreach post. It's located in the Old Oil Springs School. Distribution of food will occur the first and third Tuesday of each month from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information, you can call 606-297-2433. Walk for Awareness is coming up at the Big Sandy Community and Technical College's walking track. It is a walk to inform everyone and to promote awareness of sexual assault. The program starts at 8 a.m. with participants registering with the healing program at the tent and then walking as many laps as they want until 5 p.m. For more information, please contact the healing program at 886-4397. And of course, if you are a nonprofit organization, civic group, or church group, and you have an announcement you'd like to have heard here on Your News Today, please do send it to us. We're more than happy to get those on the air for you. P.O. Box 1443, Syersville, Kentucky, or you can send it to us by phone, 349-3699, fax it to us, 349-3221, or send it via email at yournewstoday@yahoo.com. We'll now take a look at your local obituary listings brought to you by the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Private First Class Joshua Allen Gray, age 21 of Van Leer, Kentucky, passed away Monday, February the 10th in Afghanistan. Funeral services will be conducted at 11 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday, March the 1st, from the Johnson County Middle School Gymnasium, Paintsville, Kentucky. Burial will follow at the Highland Memorial Park at Staffordsville. Shirley Faye Poe Minix, age 74, of Kane Road in Syersville, passed away on Wednesday, February the 27th. She was married to Charles Minix, who preceded her in death. Surviving is a son, Rodney Minix, and a daughter, Cheryl Howard. Visitation will be after 6 on Saturday, all day Sunday, and any time prior to the funeral services on Monday at 1 p.m. Both visitation and services will be from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Burial will be at the Minix Cemetery at Wilmay Branch. And these from Paintsville, Kentucky. Gene Butcher, 71, passed away, and his funeral will be Sunday at 2 p.m. Jeffrey Loudermilk, age 53, passed away on Wednesday. Funeral services will be conducted Monday at 1 p.m. Robert Bob Preston of Paintsville, 77, passed away on Wednesday. His funeral services will be held tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Faster, friendlier, family-owned Parkway Pharmacy, open 8:30 till 6:30 Monday through Friday in the new Magoffin Medical Plaza under the care of local pharmacist Jesse Rudd. To make Parkway Pharmacy your pharmacy, come by or give us a call at 349-4400.
Let's do this. Can't believe my daughter wants to marry a Hatfield.
And I can't believe my son fell in love with a McCoy.
I got one thing to say. They're going to have the wireless plan with the best service.
And I say they're going to have the wireless plan with the biggest savings.
Daddy!
Hush up, Mary Beth.
Pa! Stay out of this, Jonah.
We're done talking.
You got that right.
Better service.
Bigger savings.
Daddy, we've both got Appalachian Wireless. better service.
Bigger savings.
That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
At the end of every race, Mark Martin hangs up his driving gloves. He hangs up his fire suit. And he hangs up his helmet. Which is why he picks up his phone and opens the ER Extra app. The app shows ER Extra wait times, locations, and more. It's the one safeguard Mark Martin is never without. ER Extra at Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
From time and money saving services like their overdraft protection, telephone and online banking services, to finding the right home, college, or car loan, to personalized checking and savings accounts designed around your exact needs, Sagersville National Bank is still your best choice and the same locally owned and operated bank that's been looking out for your family's financial health since 1902. Sagersville National, restoring the piggy bank population one savings at a time.
And now we'll look at some sports headlines. Unfortunately, they're not the ones that we wanted to be telling, but, you know, you win some and you lose some. Cody Clark scored 7 points in overtime, and Arkansas upset number 17 Kentucky last night, 71-67. 6 weeks after Michael Quells beat the Wildcats with a last-second dunk in overtime, Clark lifted the Razorbacks this time with a 3-pointer and 4 free throws in the extra period, including 2 with 36.7 seconds left for a lead of 69-64. Free throws were the difference in the game, and Arkansas made 6 attempts in overtime, going 16 for 16 overall. Kentucky was 12 of 22 from the line. And Johnson Central has made it back to the 57th District Championship. The Lady Eagles erased a 21-point deficit in the second half Thursday night to knock off the defeating back-to-back champs, Magoffin County.
And a big thanks to Zach Conley for this footage, folks. It is a little bit raw footage, but Ritt's not here to do all those special things to it. But a big thank you to him, and also a thanks to Josh Ball, who allowed me to use some of his writings today. A 3-point play by senior Rachel Hall with 3 minutes and 6 seconds left of the game started the run of 8 unanswered points, capped off by a basket by Lauren Sayer to put the Lady Eagles within single digits at 63-54 at 2 minutes and 43 seconds remaining. It is said that Central owned the final half, the final 2 minutes of play, reeling off 12 unanswered points. Magoffin County had several chances, it's said, but went ice cold from the line. The Lady Hornets connected on 7 of 21 attempts from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. Games are won, and in this case, it was lost on the free throw line, said Magoffin County coach Scott Castle. It's one thing to talk about this in practice, but to have it happen in a championship game is an eye-opener for our girls. Madison Reed had a game-high of 20 points for Magoffin County. Leslie Howard added 15 points, and Jasmine Howard, who picked up her 4th foul early in the third quarter and fouled out with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the game, had 9 points. The Lady Hornets shot 53% from the floor and made 19 of 33 attempts from the free throw line. Both teams will advance to next week's 15th region tournament. Johnson Central last won the region in 2009 in Philip Wireman's last season, and Magoffin County won the title in 2012. Congratulations to both teams, and from what I've heard, it was a wonderfully played game. That a beautiful sight, a full moon. Folks, we do have some inclement weather in the forecast, and it looks like some wintry mixes could be out there creating some issues with driving. Tonight, though, partly cloudy skies and a low around 24 degrees. Go ahead and read some from this hazardous weather outlook. It is for portions of eastern Kentucky, including us here in Magoffin County, and including those in Johnson County. Light snow and freezing drizzle will be possible for much of the area late tonight. Little or no snow accumulation is expected, and it goes 2 days through it goes through Saturday through Thursday. Light snow and freezing drizzle will be possible over much of the area on Saturday morning. Keep that in mind. Little or no accumulation is expected, but it could create some issues with driving out there on the roadways. For your Saturday, a 20% chance of rain after midnight, mostly cloudy skies and a low around 40, and looks like for your day, on your day Saturday, we'll just go with it. Areas of snow and freezing drizzle. That's what it is, folks, before 9 a.m. Then areas of drizzle between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Looks like it's going to be warming up, though. Cloudy skies and a high around 56 degrees. For your Sunday, it's looking like rain mainly in the afternoon with a high near 51 degrees. It looks like we're going to have some rain chances, an 80% chance of rain on Sunday, all day Sunday and through Sunday night. Looks like rain chances and a low around 30 degrees, a 90% chance of rain. So you can pretty well say it's going to rain. For your Monday, rain and freezing rain and sleet before 1 p.m. could create some issues on those roadways. Snow is likely on Monday and a high only around 33 degrees with precipitation at 90% chance. So we know that it's probably going to snow, rain, sleet, and like I said, create issues on those roadways. Do make sure you take extra precautions if we do see any of this weather. For Monday night, it looks like a 30% chance of snow, mostly cloudy skies, and a low around 13. So chilly conditions out there. For Tuesday, mostly sunny and a high near 32. Tuesday night, partly cloudy and a low around 17. And for your Wednesday, it is looking mostly sunny and a high near 43 degrees. And folks, I've enjoyed being here with you. We do have some a special show coming up on Monday as we look back to the second anniversary of the March 2nd tornado here in Magoffin County and surrounding areas. But we will have some stories about that, and we'll show, stories about those who have been able to rebuild and some who have not. But luckily here in Magoffin County, everyone survived that tornado, and we should all be thankful for that. But like I said, we will have a story about that and discussing all the details of the weather. Now it looks nothing like what we saw 2 years ago at this time. I'm Katie Glevinger, and thank you all so much for tuning in. I've really enjoyed being here with you all yesterday and today, and I'll see you all back here on Monday. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.